Hey guys, it's Lauren from MamaRobinson.com, where I share practical tips for natural living and motherhood. Today we're talking about cloth diapering, specifically overnight cloth diapering. I know a lot of people who use cloth diapers are always looking for overnight solutions, and I found some really good ones that I'm excited to share with you guys. So first I'm going to share what we used to do, and then why we stopped and what we're using now. So this is what we used to do, and for a long time it worked really well. This is just a pre-fold from Green Mountain Diapers. And then this is a homemade hemp insert. When I first started cloth diapering, I tried making my own inserts, and they didn't actually work too well for me, but they do work very well as boosters. So it wasn't a complete waste of time and money, but wasn't really worth it, but I'm still getting a little bit of use out of it. So what I would do for overnight is I would just take my pre-fold and my booster, and I would just kind of fold up the booster inside of the pre-fold like that. And then I would lay it inside of like a roomy cover. This one is a Nikki's cover, and it worked pretty well. And I can just lay it in that and put it on the baby. And that worked really well for us for a long time. Sometimes I would also use like a pad folded flat, muslin flat with a booster, or I would do the same thing with the pre-fold, but I'd actually do like the fancy fold and snappy it on her like that with the Nikki's cover over top. And that worked well for a long time. But the problem was, as she grew, she started wetting her diaper more and more overnight, and it just wasn't enough absorbency. So overnight cloth diapering isn't as scary and difficult as it sounds. All you really need is more layers, the more that your child pees. But the problem was I kept adding more and more layers, and it just wasn't working. So in order for it to work, I would have had to like add more flat layers, or double up on pre-folds or something, plus an insert, which you could totally do. But in order to get all of that absorbency to fit on her the right way, I'd have to do the fancy folds, and it was just starting to get difficult to do those folds with how many layers that I had. And it was especially difficult for my husband. If the ladies out there know what I mean, sometimes the guys aren't as interested in doing all of that stuff. They just want something simple. But that being said, if you're on a budget, doubling up on flats and some boosters can totally work. It just takes a little bit more effort. It is a little bit more difficult, but you can make it work. You'll probably need to do it over like a wool cover, under a wool cover, or just a really, really roomy cover in order to cover up all of those layers. But since that stopped working, here is what we decided to do instead. And these were a little bit of an investment, but they were so worth it, and I'm so glad that I did it. So I got these from Gemma and Way, and this is a fitted diaper. So if you're new to cloth diapering, a fitted is basically kind of like a pre-fold, but it's already sewn into the diaper shape, so you can just put it on like a disposable and then put your cover on over top. And these are specifically overnight fitted diapers that I bought, and they were so worth the investment, even though they were a little bit more pricey. So this one is Sloomb. Their Sloomb overnight bamboo fitted diaper, and it comes with this insert that just kind of snaps in and out really easy. My one complaint about Sloomb, about this particular diaper, is I do need to add a booster still with it. So it's not that big of a deal. They do sell a booster that comes with it, but and it was totally my own fault. I misread the description whenever I was buying it. So I thought that the booster came with the diaper, but it's sold separately. And that's, I guess my one complaint is, call me crazy, but if I'm going to spend a bunch of money on an overnight diaper, I want all of the absorbency that I need to come with the diaper. But you can easily just add in like a pad folded flat. Probably not, this one's a muslin flat, so it's a little bit more bulky, but you could fold in like a bird's eye flat, and that would probably be enough absorbency if you have that, or just an insert that you have. So that was the first one, and that one works really well. We really like it. The other one that I got also from Gemma and Way is this baby Beehinds overnight fitted. And this one is made from, I think, cotton, bamboo, and polyester. So that's one of the things that I don't like, is that it has that polyester in it, but it's not so big of a deal that it kept me from getting it. This one snaps on the sides, so it's a little bit different. Both are really easy to use. This one is a little bit less intuitive than the Sloomb, just where it does snap on the sides. My husband prefers the Sloomb for that reason. It's just a little bit more intuitive to put on. But they're both really good, and what I like about this one is the absorbency is good all on its own. And this also has the insert that snaps in. Let me show you all of these layers. So it has the stay dry, for those of you who like that. And then it has like this long tongue style, so you can kind of fold the layers however you need. I put all of the layers in the middle because I have a girl, but you can fold them toward the front if you have a boy. And then you just snap it in the diaper. The other nice thing about this one, and I got this tip from the shop owner, Lauren, is that she's worked with other people who said that they just kind of snapped it on the sides a little bit more loosely and then would pull it up and down like a pull-up for potty training. So that's been a nice trick that's worked really well for us, since Sadie is mostly potty trained. She just wears diapers overnight, but she'll sometimes have to get up and go potty. So that works really well for that. So both of them are really good. I like them both for different reasons. Oh, the other thing I want to say about the Sloomb is I was a little nervous getting the Sloomb because I've had some bamboo shrink up really bad on me, and they'll just keep shrinking up over time. But this one hasn't done that. It shrinks initially when you wash it, which I would expect of most natural fiber diapers, but once it shrinks that first time, I haven't had any other major shrinkage, which is really good. And then over top of the diaper, I have this baby Beehinds wool cover. Wool is awesome for overnight, and we've really been enjoying this. So this has made our nighttime routine so much easier, because before, when I was doing the flats and pre-folds, Ben was having a hard time with it. I was having a hard time with it too, so I can't blame him. You know, there's just a lot to try to manage. But this has made it go so much easier. My husband is comfortable with it, which makes it easier because I can sometimes have him put Sadie to bed, where before it always had to be me because he didn't know how to do it. So great for other caregivers. So not only do these work really well for me, but they work really well for my husband too, and he really loves them also. Another option, you have the baby Beehinds wool cover, but you can also get longies to put over, and these I just got from Etsy. These are really cool because longies are expensive, but these are a little bit of a better investment because they're grow with me longies, so they grow with your child as they grow. And you start off, you just roll the waistband down and the cuff of the leg up, and then as your child grows, you just unfold, and voila, it's really cool. Now for a while, Sadie actually stopped going in her diaper at night, and we weren't needing to use the overnight fitteds. And when she was doing that, she would still like go in her diaper maybe once a week, but about 6 days out of 7 she had a dry diaper in the morning. So we would just use these cloth pull-ups with a booster. These are the Buttons pull-ups. They're super cute. We really like them. What I really like about these pull-ups is that they have the cotton absorbency, but they also have a pocket so that you can add your own booster. So I don't know about you, but for me, the cloth pull-ups that you find never have enough absorbency to do anything. But I really like that you can add your own to these ones. But then she started going in her diaper again, and that wasn't enough, so we went back to the fitteds, which is fine. She just turned 3, so I'm not concerned about it at all. It's not a big deal to use the overnight diapers. But I hope this was helpful for you guys. What kind of cloth diaper solution do you have for overnight? I'd love to know. I'm sure it'd be helpful for other people as well. And do you have any questions about overnight cloth diapering? Let me know in the comments. Thanks.